Hi there everyone, Musical Aviator here. We're doing a Around Australia GA and also a Milk Run Monday build, both at the same time. We're currently here at Ayers Aerodrome with Uluru off there in the distance, and we'll be going to Alice Springs today. Hi there, Cloudy Maker. We have a bit of air traffic control online, some in Perth, some in Darwin, some in Broome, I do believe. And in the next hour or so we should have a whole bunch of aircraft descending on us. Should be good. Alice Springs has 3 aircraft on the ground at the moment, Tower and Ayers, and we also have Melbourne Centre online. We'll be departing here from The Rock, and we'll be taking up an IFR flight plan out of here from Ayers Rock to Alice Springs. Hello to Odingo and James Wilson. 7,000 feet, which puts us outside controlled airspace until we hit about that position there at Pumac. So we're on the Whiskey 408. Then inbound via either an ILS or a visual approach, especially if it's as good weather as this. Once we arrive in Alice Springs, we'll be turning the aircraft around and then departing again out into Simpsons Gap and then down to Hermansburg, where we should end the night. Here we have a thing called Pine Gap. That's a CIA Joint Defense Facility run by the Americans, and it's got a surface to flight level 180 restricted zone around it, so we can't go in there. We'll be flying outbound as a visual aircraft, so we just need to make our way out via Temple Bar Gap and then up to Simpsons. At the moment we're in a CTAF, so we'll be departing CTAF from Ayers Rock and we'll be making contact with Melbourne Centre on the way up. Once we leave Alice Springs, that'll be the last time we talk to air traffic controllers on the GA Around Australia until we hit Perth. Let's do this. Okay. We're not refueling here, we'll be refueling at Alice. I do need to check out an airport chart. So we go to the Ursa. Need that one. And I believe there's a AWS phone. Yes, there is. Beautiful. Just what we need. So 087. Double check we got all the numbers. We do.
Automated Weather Information Service, Yalata Airport. Time 0708 Zulu. Wind 220 degrees magnetic at 17 knots. Maximum 27 knots. Minimum 7 knots. Visibility 25 kilometers. Cloud clear below 10,000 feet. Temperature 22. Dew point -4. QNH 1011 hectopascals. Rainfall last 10 minutes nil.
Cool. So that's our AWS for the day. Altimeter 1011. Current show on 1015. There we are. And the wind is 220. So I reckon, oh, it's all crosswind, isn't it? That's nasty. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. It's direct crosswind on the runways. Let's do runway 13. Gets us out via the rock. Alrighty, so let's check which air traffic control we need. It is 12885. Heather Dingo. And we start her up. That's all fine. Okay. Get some lights on. Beacon. Fuel pump. Open the throttle a bit. Clear the prop. Fuel pumps off. Okay, we'll set origin coming out of YAYE. Going out to YBAS. And en route waypoint. First one. It's at Luvax. Luvav. After Luvav, we're going to Pamak. And after Pamak, we are going to YOTHU. And that becomes Yofu Yindi once you attach the arrival to it. Speaking of arrival, we will be needing a chart for that. And it is a arrival chart, isn't it? It's either going to be that one or maybe the Arno Zulu 30. So there's Yofu. Oh, they got rid of... Or is it in the other part? I don't know. No, there's Indy over there. You never get Yofu Yindi in the same arrival, unfortunately, given it's literally the name of a musician, an Aboriginal musician from Alice Springs called Yofu Yindi. That's his name. And we have Liszt, which is a musician of an entirely different species. Anyway, we have 89 miles out to our first waypoint. We will start our taxi. We're going to be squawking 2000. And we'll hit the Alt. Bit of heat because we are actually flying a IFR flight today. We'll also need the DME. And that DME should be on Alice Springs, which is 115.9. Make sure that we are all closed up, locked in. Goodo. Lights on a little. And I reckon we are pretty much ready to go. We will need to seat our frequency before we move. One, 126.9. And we'll might as well chuck in that after airborne frequency 12885. Ready to roll. Airstrike, Connolly in traffic, Sierra Golf Echo is a Piper Arrow. We are taxiing out from the GA apron to runway 13. Brakes are off, brakes are tested, and I'm just going to do a little test as we move out. There we go. Come to a stop here, check our charts out, where we're going. That's a H-pad there, so we can actually turn to that direction. Come to a stop here, we'll do a run up. Mixed to Rich. The Raby at 979, g'day. Little warm out there. Let's start moving again. Yeah, we'll go that way. No, the fuel control is the red one, right there. Yes, we're less than 3 ton, never mind 5. Mixture reduces the amount of fuel in the fuel to air mixture that's going into the engine. The higher you go, the less oxygen there is in the atmosphere. So the mixture becomes by default more rich in fuel as you go higher. Eventually, at some point, the combustion inside the spark plug has too much fuel in it, and it won't actually burn it. It'll just like be a liquid in there. At which point your engine is flooded, and it can't produce any more power. It will shut off. So you need to reduce the mixture. There will be a slow reduction in power output as the engine gets closer towards being flooded. Of course, if you pull the mixture too much, then you end up having essentially no fuel in there. So depending on your altitude, not entire altitude, but density altitude, you need that to be changed. Down on the ground, basically full. And the propeller pitch is basically the bite that the propeller is taking out of the air. Heavier bite or less bite. The heavier it is, the more power you get, but also as you accelerate, the oncoming air actually pushes a biting propeller to spin faster. And at some point you can spin faster than that red line, and the engine is going too fast. Anyway, final checks. Just going to check our compass. I'm showing 0 to 3 or so. That looks correct on the wet compass. After airborne, we'll make a left-hand turn to intercept this pink line outbound. The outbound course is the course that I had over here somewhere. There it is, 064. There we are, cool. Landing lights on. Yes, rock traffic, Sierra Golf Echo is entering runway 13 to backtrack. Hi there, Paul. Yeah, we did have a little bit of lean in there for taxi. Hi there, Paul Newman and Paul Phibbs. Paul and Paul. Indeed. The invasion of the Pauls. Yeah, look at that windsock pegged all the way over. 100% crosswind there. How annoying. I mean, you could attempt an intersection departure and we have the length for it, but why have runway behind you when you don't need to? You can use all of it. Besides, we've got a wonderful view of a rock over there. Mixed to Rich. Traffic Ayers Rock. Sierra Golf Echo, Papa Arrow departing runway 13, departure left hand second. Gear up. Yeah, the airfield is called Ayers Rock technically, as per the charts, and yeah, the rock is called Uluru. So, yeah, aviation does not change. Look at that, Uluru. Yes. We in Belgium know it's called Uluru, and we in aviation apparently don't. Okay, time outbound was 30 on the dot. And we need to see the eye. Done. So yeah, it's called Uluru, and you spelled that U-A-Y-E-R-S rock. This particular flight should be just over an hour to get to Alice Springs, and then about maybe 20 minutes out of Alice Springs to Hermannsburg. And we'll switch over frequencies.
When ready, descend to 130, 1701.
Contact 1701, thanks.
I need to make one last broadcast on the CTAF. Ayers Rock CTAF, Sierra Golf Echo is departed to the east. We're climbing 7,000, passing 4,000. That was to nobody. That's that. Melbourne Centre, Sierra Golf Echo is a Piper Arrow, departed Ayers Rock at time 30. IFR traffic to Alice Springs. Climbing past 4,000.
Sierra Golf Echo, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Would you like flight for me?
Sierra Golf Echo, affirm, IFR actually, so IFR clearance.
Sierra Golf Echo, yeah, my mistake, sorry about that. Squawk 3745, please.
Squawk 3745, Sierra Golf Echo.
Sierra Golf Echo, once you've done that, just report your passing altitude for me again, please.
Sierra Golf Echo, we're on the squawk code and passing 5,000 on climb 7.
Sierra Golf Echo, thank you very much. You are identified and reported IFR or observed VFR traffic. The area QNH is whatever it was at Ayers Rock. I can't remember.
That's alright. It's 1011. Sierra Golf Echo.
Thank you.
To take a little bit off the engine so we're not climbing too hard. I'll make it 2500 and start pulling this out. There's a little button down here which can stop a flashing light from flashing. Done. A310 will be quite nice. Okay, autopilot is on. This autopilot doesn't really do altitude, so we'll continue to fly the aircraft on altitude. Look down here, we have an EGT. We start pulling back on the mixture, and as we pull back, the mixture increases in temperature. At some point, by pulling back, it'll stop increasing and start decreasing. That's the peak. Will be a little bit leaner peak on this aircraft. Still going up. That's about the peak there. It's plateauing off, and that's a drop. So bring it up to just under the peak. Done. Yeah, that's the flashing light down here. The flashing light means that your, what they call it? It's the kind of alarm that goes off if you pull to idle power with the landing gear up. So it's like a gear warning system. Unfortunately, the way the gear warning system works on the Arrow is it defies all logic. It makes no sense. So you turn it off. So it stops flashing in your face all day. Then you turn it back on for the descent into landing. Otherwise, you won't have the warning about your landing gear being up. It kind of is. I like the Piper Cherokee a little better, but since the Piper Cherokee and Microsoft Flight Sim sucks, this is currently still the best one. That said, I might change that opinion as more and more aircraft get released. I believe A2A is working on something, and I have not yet flown the 414. I suspect we'll be doing that out of Herman's Bay. If I had have purchased it or had the money to purchase it this week, we probably would have flown this flight with it. But we didn't, so we'll have to go to Perth with it. This aeroplane, you turn on the autopilot with the AP there. You can either have heading mode, at which point it'll track that heading bug there. I've got it in navigation mode, which means it's tracking this thing here, which I currently have slaved up to the CDI of the GPS. So we're essentially flying a GPS. It doesn't really do altitude. It doesn't do altitude. The Piper Arrow's altitude autopilot is almost as useless as the one on this flight simulator, so don't feel like you're missing out. The real aircraft it doesn't hold altitude. You hold altitude by moving your yoke. It's true of the real one and of this one. Now technically there is an altitude hold right here, which is now engaged, and that should maintain the current altitude. It won't. It can't. Don't assume it can, because it can't. You are going to have to manually change the altitude. It will drop, it will climb, all on its own. There's no difference to having that altitude hold on or not. It's just, it doesn't work. As I said, the real plane's like that too. Yes, this plane is from the Dark Ages. Pretty much. It's a type of Cherokee, come on. At the end of the day, this is a 1950s design. Yes, it might have some extra toys that were placed in it in the early 2000s. But yeah, it's a 1950s airplane. Highway to Alice. We are unfortunately on an airway to Alice and not near the highway to Alice. So, no, not really. We can't see it. I think that's Lake Amadeus over there, maybe? Yeah, that's the problem with flying IFR instead of VFR. We don't get to follow roads. The advantage, of course, of IFR is we get full service from air traffic control. They're not going to tell us to contact Unicom and go away. Thinking that's Hermannsburg there, probably. Yeah, we're essentially flying that. Very little at all to do with any roads. That is indeed to come. Once we leave Alice Springs, or perhaps on the approach to Alice Springs. Is that them there? Or is it the ones south of us? I can't remember. I hope they're not flat. That'd be disappointing. Oh no, they're the ones, yeah. As we approach Alice Springs, we'll be seeing them just off to our left. Somewhere around that second waypoint, we'll start to see them. How fast are we going? Should be 130. It's 164. Got a 26 knot tailwind. Brilliant. That's alright, we're going to Simpsons Gap after Alice Springs. So we're landing at Alice Springs, we'll stop it, we'll refuel, and then we'll file a VFR flight plan out of Alice and head up.
Quarter 1701 Melbourne Centre.
So leaving Alice Springs.
Controlled by you down here in Alice Springs.
Quarter
We track out to Simpsons Gap, mostly to avoid Pine Gap, and then to J Creek, and we'll essentially be flying over McDonald Ranges as we come over Simpsons Gap. So yeah, we'll see that. We'll see that later on. About an hour and a half from now.
Yes, Centre Qantas 1952 with you. Good evening. At flight level 6,100.
Qantas 1952 Melbourne Centre, good day, flying flight level 360.
That's good to hear. Well, I do indeed have the Australia update.
Flight 360, Qantas 1952.
And by V6, as in P3D. We'll see. We'll see. I'm feeling probably not. But we will see. The aircraft's autopilot has decided to fail at tracking this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for a bit and turn us back onto course. And back on. That's nav, yeah? It is. So if that's nav, why aren't you tracking the nav? Yeah, it is indeed due west of Alice, but the other thing that's due west of Alice is this restricted area, which is part of Pine Gap, CIA, Air Force, Intelligence, Joint Defence Research Base thing, which they definitely don't want you flying over. So be good boys and fly around it. That's a random, I don't know, settlement, mine site, one of those. That's the downside of this kind of IFR flying, is you fly over stuff and go, what's that? I don't know, because I haven't been tracking my visual flying.
Just on 673, contact Brisbane, 125.
What's our fuel state?
125.2, 673, get out.
20 and 15 gallons. Yeah. We'll go to the next waypoint, then I'll swap. I believe that might be Imanpa. Looks about right, with that ridge line behind it.
Qantas 1701, Beaton, flight level 120.
Descend flight level 120, 1701.
Little Aborigine village. Sikolovsky out of Bendigo. Nice. Haven't flown to Bendigo myself. Should one day. That's the real world. Flown to it in the sim. I've driven to Bendigo. I'll give you that. I stayed in a motel in Golden Square for a few days while I was doing a Swordcraft event. Also, clearly that's not working at all, so we're just going to follow a heading.
Open center, 181, we're here with 5,000 on the way to 13,000. Qantas 181 Melbourne Centre, good day, identified, climb, flight level 360. 181, copy, 30.
These big rock ridges going through.
Qantas 1701, confirmed tracking, direct Bravo Alpha Sierra Echo Alpha.
1701, we've just lost our autopilot for 2 seconds, so I believe we're off track by a little bit.
Qantas 1701, no problem.
How's Bendigo going these days? It was a little bit wet. Nice. Gold Coast from Bendigo. Unfortunately, it's Qantasly, so it's rather expensive. It's like your Jetstar inversion out of Tulla.
Qantas 457 with the flight level 320 unret to Perth.
Qantas 457 Melbourne Centre, good day, just confirm squawk 4443.
Squawk 4443. 457.
Melbourne Centre, just 984, climbing flight level 340, up 337.
Jetstar 984 Melbourne Centre, good day, squawk 4007 and mode ident, please.
Squawk 4007 and ident, Jetstar 984.
Qantas 457, continue flight level 320.
Continue at flight level 320.
Yep. Go to the north, Rochester, and anywhere on the Murray River.
Local QNH is 1007.
Bad news up there.
And 7000 and 1007 74.
Qantas 1701, continue descent down now to 5,000.
Down to 5000 74.
Jetstar 984, thank you very much. Identify, continue flight level 340.
Burn through to 10 and then, so we only need to swap one tank.
Flight level 340, Jetstar 984.
Qantas 1701, contact the tower, 118.3, bye-bye.
118.3, correct.
Pumpkin soup and toast. Sounds fun. You know what next week is, don't you? It is World Flight. Now I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm doing on World Flight. I've got band practice, I've got orchestra practice, I've got an actual concert that I'm doing in the band. I've got Remembrance Day, and I'll be playing Last Post in at least one location.
10457. Permission to turn up.
And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Trying to get all of that and a bit of World Flight as well. I guess I have to do a little bit of truncated World Flight. Last time I was like, I did every day
back to regular
between 3 and 4 flights.
Delta,
this time's going to be like, most days,
That's correct.
between 1 and 2 flights. I'll be flying it on this sim all whole way through. Probably with the Phoenix. Other than that, Dave, Spook Day was yesterday. Oh yeah, that's right. Today. 31st, isn't it? Ah. Yeah, pretty full schedule. And on the last day of World Flight, the return to Australia, I've got a concert at 2 p.m. and then another one at 8 p.m. So I'm not going to be pretty much there for the return to Australia. I might get in the Darwin if they do it early enough in the morning. After that, yeah, we're done. Start at 4 in the morning just to do some World Flight and then leave at 10 a.m. Oh well, different priorities, one year to the next. Last year we were all in lockdown and have been sitting in our houses for a year and a half. This time, not so much. So the very first day out of World Flight from Sydney to Brisbane to wherever we go after Brisbane, yeah, I won't be there for that. I'm doing a Cherry Lake Cultural Series band event. I might get home for some of the, you know, Southeast Asian legs. We could probably do a very early morning on Monday, wherever that happens to be, somewhere in Southeast Asia. Tuesday I need to get band in the afternoon, so I might be able to do a morning. Wednesday I've got orchestra, so I have to do morning, and then I have to leave at about 5, maybe 4. Thursday I'm pretty much in. Friday's Remembrance Day, so I don't have the morning and I can do the night. And Saturday I can do excessively early morning maybe. I do indeed use GSX Pro. Not on this kind of aircraft, but yeah, I do have it. Just to prove that. There we are. I've never tried to load GSX in the air. Doesn't seem to like it. Worth getting, it does have some issues. It does have some issues. But they do keep on updating it, so at least we have that. Skilly, used to. I haven't for a very long time. And during the COVID pandemic, I used to have a little Cessna 172 on my desk at work. It has disappeared. So, unhappy about that. I do have a few, I think a 1 in 400 scale die casts. And I have a couple of 1 in 144 scale 737s behind me somewhere. Yeah, wait a couple of months. It's probably not a bad idea unless you have some major reason you want to use it.
Currently go around for 30.
Got the 1701 Melbourne Centre.
For me, I'll try to be using it during world flight, but we'll see how we go.
5,000.
Fly Mr. Broach and climb 5,000.
Velocity 1190 Melbourne Centre, g'day, squawk 4247 and correction and ident.
4247 ident,
Qantas 1701, if you'd like to track direct to Bravo Alpha Sierra Echo Alpha again and rejoin the approach.
Yeah, 1701 will track over to that.
Velocity 1190, identify, continue flight level 340.
Continue flight 1198.
Bit of ye old trumpeter.
Decimal 3, 1701, see you later.
Yeah, Golf Echo, runway 30 in use at Alice Springs, before the approach back to you.
It's one of the pieces I'll be playing at the Early Music Society of Victoria on literally the last day of World Flight. So when you guys are all flying into Melbourne or wherever you are, a place before Sydney, I'll be playing that somewhere. That and a different one.
Qantas 457, contact centre 133.9, bye bye.
And no, I can't actually circulate.
Already center 133.
I just snatch breaths when I can.
Have a good day. Thanks.
Yeah, go back to Melbourne Centre.
That's a Henry Purcell piece. Just past El Abab. Luvab at time 02. Sierra Golf here.
Sierra Golf Echo, Melbourne Centre. Just a quick one, it's runway 30 at Alice Springs. Which approach would you like to use today?
Stand by. 30. Sierra Golf Echo, we can either take the Arnav Zulu or a visual approach. Up to you.
Sierra Golf Echo, I'll speak to the tower and I'll get back to you. Won't be a moment.
There is an option, of course. A step down. Ah, dear me. Sierra Golf Echo, got a third option for you.
Sierra Golf Echo, sorry for that, I was just on the phone. The tower would prefer a visual approach runway 30, if that's okay?
That's fine for us.
Sierra Golf Echo, thank you very much. If you could just report your inbound radio to Alice Springs, please.
Putting inbound to Alice Springs with radio, which will be
Sierra Golf Echo, thank you very much. I will continue on your current route for the moment and we'll give you the downwind when it's appropriate.
So go back. And let's get that altitude back. Okay, tower's got to be 118.3. They have an Ayers on 1230.
Of information Delta. Time check 0808.
Qantas 1952, confirm Brisbane Centre 133.2, bye bye.
133.2, thanks for the ratings, Qantas 1952.
Yeah, we're not being cleared for the GPS approach. However, they are some good step downs to think about.
Sierra Golf Echo, clear to enter control of airspace, maintaining 7,000 on current radial, question inbound radial, QNH Chaps, Alice Springs 1007.
Clear to radar control airspace at 7,000 on inbound radial, QNH 1007. So go again. There's our McDonnell Rangers over there. There's some of them. Bit more high Rangers over there. It's a lot of rock. Is that Finky River? Yeah, I think it is. We do need to swap our tank server, so fuel pump goes in and switch it to the left and pumps out. Todd River, you reckon? Alright, cool, yeah, I can go with that. Could be the Hue as well. It's one of those. That's the downside of flying IFR. You're not really tracking where you are compared to the ground. At least not in that much detail. The thing we're worried about is Alice Springs Airfield right now. That's about it. $20 minutes to destination. I reckon it's Finky because it's too big for the creek. And it looks a lot like the Finky Gorge, especially up there.
Qantas 181, contact Brisbane 133.2, bye bye.
181 to 133.2, good evening.
Yeah, that's got to be Finky Gorge. You do have to remember that the scenery's taken a few years ago, so it's drought rather than this current La Nina. And if that's Finky, then this will be Hugh coming up. Hugh River.
Melbourne Seneca, good evening.
Samuel.
Flight doc 455 with you. We're passing 6,200 on climb flight level 130. We're tracking 248, reference the Alice Springs VOR, and we're estimating King's Cross Station at time 0854.
King's Cross Station.
Flight 455, copy, King Cross at 0854. You can climb flight level 160 on present Alpha radial.
Isn't that in London?
Flight level 160 on the radial. Flight up 455, thanks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Hugh River there. So that was the Finky before. Finky River Gorge. This is Hugh River. Interesting scenery around here, gotta say. Hello, David. Estimated time of arrival is 15 minutes from now. Current time is 20, so it'll be 35. Okay, 36. Get the flashing light back up. That's our descent checklist complete. Our altitude at the airfield is 1,700 or 1,500, just to be happy. Yeah, I might call it 2,000, so we don't have to send us fast. Current 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We need to lose 5,000 feet, and we can probably descend at about 500 a minute, so I'll make it 10 minutes. Out, we'll be wanting to descend in 5 minutes. It's a rate and time. NBV. We have air traffic control, including a tower. That's Alice Springs. We left Ayers. The rocks behind us. Alice Springs is in the future. And we'll be entering ATC in about now. 3 minutes to descent. Two, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5. Normal Center, Sir Golf Echo estimating at Alice Springs at time 3-5, requesting descent.
Sierra Golf Echo, copy, estimating time 3-5. I can issue a descent, but you will dip out of controlled airspace and then enter back in. Are you okay with that?
Oh, we'll stay inside, that's right.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll give you a quick descent when it's appropriate.
Yep. Yep, red sand and a lot of brown rock as well. That very, very rocky rock. Inbound is 073.
Contact with Alice Tower. Notify receipt of information echo.
Another echo.
Sierra Golf Echo, descend 5,000 new QNH 1008. Expect to join instructions from Tower 118, decimal tree. Bye bye.
Descend 5,000, QNH 1008 and Tower 118.3. Sierra Golf Echo. So we've begun our descent. We will need to increase our mixture.
WebEx 455, just confirm.
And we're currently at 6 miles. Alice Springs Tower, Sierra Golf Echoes, a Piper Arrow. We're descending out of 7,000 to 5,000 feet, passing 6 miles on the 073 inbound route.
Sierra Golf Echo, Alice target, confirm receiving information echo.
FM, Sierra Golf Echo, information echo.
Sierra Golf Echo, thanks, report 15 DME.
Sierra Golf Echo. Currently I'm 18. Power coming back. Just coming up, but not all the way. Out there. Sierra Golf Echo 15 DME.
Sierra Golf Echo, descend 4,000, report 8 DME.
Descend 4,000, report 8 DME, Sierra Golf Echo. A fair way off from the CIA base, which I believe is over there. Or perhaps just behind the windscreen there. There's 10 miles. I do believe I see the gap. Arunzi, good to see you there. Yes, that's a CIA base, I can see it right now. Australia USA Joint Defense, CIA. And we're just about to fly over the prison. Sierra Golf Echo, 4000 at 8 km.
Sierra Golf Echo, cleared visual approach, left base runway 30, report passing the 180, radial with distance down to altitude.
Clear visual approach, runway 30, and we'll report 080 radial with distance and altitude, so copy. So the airfield is 1,700, our approach 2,700 on the downwind. Airfield in sight. Hi there, Runzi. I'm looking forward to probably the PMDG 777 so I can fly some long hauls. And yeah, I'm cautiously looking at the Aerosoft A330. Mixture can go fully reg, and we can back off on the power. Aeroplane still stored there.
And Alice Tower, g'day, QJet 1854 with you on the ground at Alice, requesting clearance to Ayers Rock with information echo.
QJet 1854, Alice Tower, good evening, clear to Ayers Rock via Tumso, then flight plan route, runway 30, Tumso 1 departure, climb via the SID 4000, squawk 7222.
Spot the gear down.
Runway 30, Tumso 1 departure, initial 4000, squawk 7222. QJet 1854.
QJet 1854.
Sierra Golf Echo at the 080 DME, 2,700.
Sierra Golf Echo, wind 230 degrees, 15 knots, roll through to Delta, runway 30, clear to land.
Runway 30, clear to land, Sierra Golf Echo. And roll through Delta. And brakes on the carriage, flaps, mixture, props, and pump.
All station Dallas Foxtrot, now current changes, wind 230 degrees, 17 knots, gusting to 8 knots.
Bouncing around something, sorry.
2H1009er, Dallas Foxtrot.
serious with that crab angle.
Atlas Tower, g'day, Juliet, India. On the ground Atlas, request clearance first.
Juliet, India, Alice Tower, good evening. Can you accept the Octave 5 departure, or do you require the Premac 1 departure?
We can accept that, Juliet, India.
Juliet, India, say again?
We can accept Juliet, India.
Hi there, yeah, we've got air traffic control.
Juliet, India, thanks. Clear to Perth
As much as the real world really would have.
Flight plan route. Runway 30, Octave 5 departure, Yalata transition. Climb via the SIT 4000, squawk 3765.
Which is to say, a tower and a
Clear
centre.
to Perth via Octave flight plan route from a 30 Octave 5 Yalata transition. Climb via SIT 4000, 3765.
So the roller delta.
Juliet, India.
Juliet, India.
That's Echo. Next one's Delta. I don't have train sim World 3, not yet. I will get it, don't worry. Sierra Golf Echo vacated runway 30.
Sierra Golf Echo, taxi Alpha Papa.
Alpha Papa, Sierra Golf Echo. Yep, India's already going. Okay, we need to fuel it up, and we're taking this thing down to Hermannsburg today. A VFR. Parking brake set. Stored aircraft, that's pretty much what they are. The other aircraft just sitting there. And we'll shut it down. Yeah, Alice Springs has been used as an aircraft storage yard for a while. So we can assume that those are a bunch of stored aircraft that are no longer wanted. Let's get some fuel on board. Make it pretty much full. And we'll need to file a new flight plan. It's going to be a VFR flight plan. It's going out of YBAS. It is going to YHMB, Hermansburg. If you do need to come back, alternate is here. Yeah, it's AS for Alice Springs. Tracking outbound via. What's that one? Simpsons Gap, SSG. Then VFR Route 9 to J Creek, JCK, and then Hermansburg Direct. We are going to be at, there it's 5-5. Yeah, it's 5-5. Get the PPL. It's an interesting goal. It would be fun. Yeah, what was that? Why is there an entire extra bit? Ah, that's the 10 mile. Pretty sure it's not YHMB, hey? It is, okay. So there's our track. It'll be 26 minutes of flying. 5,500. Ah, same as me, R&Z. And also same as me, I could get a PPL. Especially with the new rules. I couldn't get a PPL back in 2000 and whatever it was, 12? That's before that, 11. But yeah, there's been some updates to the medical rules. And us unhealthy folk can get PPLs now. Alright, we're filled up. Let's have a look. We are over here in the GA apron. We need to taxi out via probably Bravo. They might give us Echo, they might give us a Delta. Anyway, runway 30 is most likely. After departure, we are going to take up a heading of 303, which is pretty much straight ahead. 303 set. Let's turn it on. Get some lights in, the beacon is on. Near the fuel pump. Need some actual fuel. Clear my prop. There's no one hanging around. Stabilize to 1,000. Pumps off. Yeah. Chuck them in.
Deluxe Tower, g'day. QJet 18 is 54 at stand 3 with requesting push and start.
QJet 1854, push and start approved.
Autopilot is off.
Start approved, 1854.
Okay, let's have a listen to that Ayers. It's 1230.
Alice Terminal Information Foxtrot. Runway 30. Wind 230 degrees. Minimum 17 knots. Maximum 28 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Temperature 26. QNH 1009er. On first contact with Alice Tower, notify receipt of information Foxtrot. Time check, 0850.
Cool. We're on the way to Hermannsburg. Ah, that's the Ayers. I'm gonna stick in our flight plan. There's Alice. Hermannsburg. Simpsons Gap. Jay Creek. And the Berg. And little blue circle around that CIA base. Springs Tower, Sierra Golf Echoes, VFR Pipe Archer, we're taxiing runway 30. The right straight ahead to Simpsons Gap.
Sierra Golf Echo, cleared Harrisburg Airport via Alice Simpsons Gap planned route, climb 4,000, squawk 3311. Confirm receipt of information, Foxtrot.
Information Foxtrot, cleared Harrisburg via 4,000 feet, squawk code 3311, Sierra Golf Echo.
Sierra Golf Echo, taxi Papa Charlie, your correction, Papa Alpha Charlie holding point runway 30.
bar, Alpha Charlie, holding points, and runway 30, Sierra Africa. So leading that out of me.
India ready?
Juliet, India, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
30, clear for takeoff, Juliet, India.
A lot of the, I think there are a few Emirates 380s over there, certainly a lot of Singapore 74s, a few 330s and a couple of 77s. Not sure what's stored there right now, but certainly through the pandemic there was a whole bunch of aircraft stored just over on the other side of the runway there. Here at Alice. That's Charlie now. Here it is. Yeah. Okay, let's do a run up.
Alice Tower. Juliet, India on climb 3,600, 4,000, crossing octave this time.
Juliet, India, climb by the 6 level 130, report approaching 4,500.
Level 130 will go, Juliet, India.
Lights are in, pumps are on. Sierra Golf Echo, holding short runway 30, ready.
Sierra Golf Echo, runway 30, line up, short delay view wake separation.
Runway 30, line up, and copy, Sierra Golf Echo. They're giving us a bit of a short runway.
7,500.
Juliet, India, thanks, contact the centre, 128.85, good evening.
128.85, Juliet, India, good evening.
Lights are all on and we are ready to go. It'll be brakes on hold for the takeoff. Short field takeoff. Out of Alice.
Sierra Golf Echo, climb 5,500, runway 30, clear for takeoff, make left turn.
5,500, runway 30, clear for takeoff, making left turn. Sierra Golf Echo.
Tower, QGF 18.4 is ready to take.
Digit 1854, confirm receipt of information, Foxtrot.
Affirm in receipt of Foxtrot 80.
Digit 1854, taxi Alpha Echo holding point runway 30, time 58.
Taxiway Alpha Echo,
Yeah.
hold 30, jet 80.
Digit 1854, enter and backtrack runway 30, report ready.
Enter backtrack 30, report ready, jet 80.
Time was 58 on departure. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, time 3 on departure. There's Alice. And that little structure they call the gap over there.
Sierra Golf Echo, due departure out of Alice Springs, track direct J Creek, report tracking direct.
J Creek, Sierra Golf Echo. And want us closer to the CIA.
Contact 986, information, Foxtrot, requesting LS clearance to Perth.
Course 936, South Tower, good evening. Clear to Perth 5 Pumac, then flight plan route, runway 30, Pumac 1 departure. Climb via the SID 4000, squawk 4375.
Oh, 536 to clear to flight to Max Bank out BP to Max 1 departure on runway 30. Found by 4,000 squawk 43.5. 9.5. Question 9.
Course 536.
And QJet 1854 is ready.
QJet 1854, short delay, just got constant fire traffic on your track. Should be approximately 1 minute.
No problems, let's do it. Clear, 1854.
Simpsons Gap over there, we won't be passing over it anymore. But that's where it is over here. That's a CIA base right there.
Sierra Golf Echo report level.
Sierra Golf Echo at 5,600.
QJet 1854, climb amended, flight level 140. Request best rate through 6,000, runway 30, clear for takeoff, make left turn.
Cleared flight level 140, best rate through 6,000, clear takeoff, make a left turn, QJet 1854.
Okay, let's sort out EGT. Sorted. Indeed, we are in the bug smasher. Smashing many bugs out here in Alice Springs.
Sierra Golf Echo, confirm tracking direct J Craig.
Sierra Golf Echo, affirm, track and direct, J Craig.
Sierra Golf Echo, thanks. Report leaving the control area.
Sierra Golf Echo, look out. The controlled area is J Creek. Just double check it. It is, yeah.
Just up 667, step on. Break, QJet 1854, report level passing.
QJet 1854, passing 4,700.
QJet 1854, report passing 6,000.
Copy that, we'll report passing 6,000, 1854.
That there, my friends, McDonnell Ranges. Mountains in a desert. Coming up on J Creek.
QJ 54,
QJ 1854, thanks. Contact center 128 decimal 85. Good evening.
12885, QJ 1854.
So much stuff to look at.
Sierra Golf Echo, report position.
Sierra Golf Echo, we're 4 miles to the east of J Creek.
Sierra Golf Echo, thanks. Contact center 128 decimal 85. Good evening.
128 decimal 85, Sierra Golf Echo.
Just 667, clearance available.
Time 21 at Hermannsburg, so that's 10 now, 31, 32.
Corner 23 Melbourne Centre, good day, continue.
And set a good day, QJ 80. Passing climb level 100 on climb to
2J 1854 Melbourne Centre, good day, climb flight level 140, you identified.
5140 80.
Okay, the current time 10. Will be 10 miles at 21, 25. Then at 5 for the circuit, 30.
Qantas 934, would you like a direct to the initial approach fix for the Arnav Zulu runway 0? I know it's quite a long one, but I just need to separate you from the aircraft control.
Yeah, that's okay. We can take that Qantas 934.
Qantas 934, copy. The track direct Alpha Yankee 2, correction, that's wrong one. Track direct Bravo Alpha Sierra Echo Charlie.
Let's check the Echo Charlie, Qantas 934.
Hermannsburg, CTAF 1267. Melbourne Centre, Sierra Golf Echo, Piper Archer is 5,500 over J Creek, tracking Hermannsburg.
Sierra Golf Echo, Melbourne Centre, good day. No reports now for VFR traffic, clear to leave controlled area, maintaining present level. The QNH is 1009.
Copy QNH 1009, maintaining controlled airspace at present level. Sierra Golf Echo. Beautiful.
And Qantas 934, when you're ready, defense flight level 130. I know it's quite a way yet though.
That's alright, we're ready to take off level 130.
Going to even up our tanks and start burning from the other one. Pump is in. And flop. Time essentially time 30. Say 34, just give a bit of extra time. Yeah, Melbourne Centre, Sierra Golf Echo is estimating Hermannsburg time 3:04.
Estimating time at 3:04, Sierra Golf Echo, thank you very much.
Just different to anywhere else on the world out there. Just different indeed. It's all rocks. With a few little sedimentary alluvial flows. Eroding away that rock. There's a road. I believe it's Namatjura Road. Which will continue to drift to the south of them. quite a few coming out of Perth, and a few coming from Perth to Broome, I reckon that is. So nice to see the western side and the northern side of Australia kicking along. Everywhere west of the middle, essentially. Ten minutes out. Elevation is changed from 2000. So only 3,000 down. We'll descend at 300 a minute from 6 minutes. Sorry, 500 a minute from 6 minutes.
Last station calling, call sign only. Qantas 200, you're on the ground at Alice Springs, contact Tower 118 decimal 3, bye bye. Eight minutes. 8 and change. Let's look at it. It's hostile as heck out there. Also, oddly pretty.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 667 passing 6,700 for flight level 13.
Jetstar 667 Melbourne Centre, good day, identified climb via the SID flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Jetstar 667.
Hi there, Paul. I'm not sure about Microsoft Flight Sim. Might have been one of the World Flight ones. As far as flight sims in general, I've done an FSX trip that was 14 hours. I've done obviously I think it was FSX, might have been P3D, the stream that we did for 12 hours long. But apart from those two, this particular sim, it's only going to be like 3 or 4 hours.
Velocity 2011 copied. What approach would you like to do to runway 30? Would it be the Anna Zulu?
Yeah, we'll take the Anna Zulu with the...
Certainly hasn't been more than
Echo
10.
Charlie.
No long haulers on this.
And if possible, could we do a direct pilot 2 back for Noku?
Velocity 2011, when ready descend flight level 150 and I'll sort out the actual routing for you now.
Roger, when ready down to flight level 150, Velocity 2011.
That is just insane. That landscape there is just mind-boggling weird, bubbling away. That's rock that's been weathered down to nothing.
Velocity 2011 from Pumac track direct to Alice Springs.
Hopefully I'll be doing a across the pond at some point when I get a decent long haul. Maybe the next cross the pond, 2023. In the either the Aerosoft A330 or the PPG triple.
Velocity 2011, thanks.
That should be like an 8 or a 9 hour flight.
Contact 728 Melbourne Centre.
So I've already given our estimate for Hermannsburg, which is going to be in 10 minutes from about now.
She's at 1854, no problem, I thought that.
And we're landing runway 29 off the full approach. Join on the dead side. Start the descent. Mixture coming up to Rich. Pumps on. Yes, 310 probably can. I'm thinking either FedEx or UPS, one of the freight operators, maybe even DHL. Someone's got 310 freighters still floating around.
Qantas 728 Melbourne Centre.
Qantas 728.
Qantas 728, just a quick one, it's runway 30 at Alice Springs. What sort of approach would you like to use?
Can we do the Uluru via Echo?
Hermannsburg traffic, Sierra Golf Echo is a Piper Arrow. We are 60 meters from the field at passing 3,000 feet. We'll be joining the dead side to join runway 29 approach. And our estimate for Hermannsburg is 3-4. Sierra Golf Echo. So Hermannsburg, as you can probably tell by the name, used to be a Lutheran mission to the Aborigines in the area. We're talking 1880s, 1890s. I think might even be 1860. That kind of region. But yeah, they built a Lutheran church, school, little township. Trying to convert all the local Aborigines into Lutheran Christianity. We're at circuit height. think I've got the field. Yep, field inside, from the dead side. Evansburg traffic, Sierra Golf Echo is on the dead side. We'll be crossing overhead midfield to join midfield downwind runway 29. And slow it up. Next to Rich, prop is coming forward. Lights are on. Gear coming down. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps 1. Brakes are released, undercarriage is down, 3 green. Next to Rich, prop is forward, pump is on. Fuel is set to the fullest tank, seats and harnesses are secure. Evansburg traffic, Sierra Golf Echo, overhead the field, will be joining midfield downwind, runway 29. Evansburg traffic, Sierra Golf Echo is final, runway 29. Dark crosswind again. Shed that side that we go up to, or was the other one? That's a decommissioned runway, and there's a shed. So let's go to the shed. Hermannsburg traffic. So Golf Echo is exiting runway to the right.
Was that 7,100
Velocity 1190, descend 9000, local QNH 1013.
Descend 9000, QNH 1013, velocity 2011.
Velocity 2011 negative, that was for velocity 1190, maintain flight level 150.
Maintaining flight level 150, velocity 2011.
And sorry, can you confirm that level again? 934.
Velocity 1190, descend 9000, QNH 1013.
Achieve 9,000 feet, QNH 1013, that's 1190.
Thank you.
And can you just confirm that level for Qantas 934?
Qantas 934, it's 7,000.
7,000 for 934.
Velocity 2011, descend 7,000 now, QNH is 1009.
Okay, descend 7,000, QNH 1009, velocity 2011.
Qantas 728, descend flight level 150. So 728, descend flight level 150.
Flight level 150, Qantas 728.
I'll shut it down.
Last station calling, say again.
Jetstar 984 here. I'm not sure if you answered me off before. I should be over in that sector.
Jetstar 984, AFIRM, contact centre 133, decimal 9. You're not that far in.
Thanks, mate. 1239, Jetstar 984.
Sounds busy up there today. So that's Sierra Golf Echo reporting on the ground at Hermannsburg.
Sierra Golf Echo, thank you very much, sir. Watch donated.
Cool.
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
That's alright. Services are in that shed. On to windy Hermannsburg, where we'll be picking up this series again in probably a month from now, let's be honest. The next of this series will probably take us out of Hermannsburg towards Western Australia. In fact, I think it'll be a massively long flight. Not exactly sure where. Giles, maybe, the weather station? Or, what's the other one down there? Warburton. Down here. So yeah, that's an option. I see that we're inside this turbulence area, and we can hear that wind blasting away. So it's time to close the aircraft up, tie it down, get it into that shed, and stay out of the wind. Alrighty, so next week we have World Flight starting on I think it's Sunday, goes the entire week through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I will be on for some of that, not all of it. As I said, I've got a bunch of musical things happening at the time. So certain mornings I'll be on. Till then, I have been Mr. Labrador, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.